Alright, welcome race fans. Tonight we are at Kentucky. This is TurnLeft TV. I'm Heath Johnson. Tonight we're going to be at Kentucky with the MSRL fellows. So the Quaker State 135. This is Sunday evening, July 9th, 2017. So thank you for joining us this evening. Going to be bringing you some high-speed action, 2 and 3 wide here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. We call it Eagle Creek. And you can see it's a nighttime race. Kentucky, usually in real life, runs a Saturday night. Right now we are in practice session, finishing up here. Alright, we're getting ready to switch over to qualifications here at Eagle Creek, which is Kentucky Motor Speedway. I'm going to go over a few things here as these guys run their qualification laps. So we'll get rid of that practice session and move on to qualifications. Thank you for joining us this evening. We are streaming this live, so hopefully that's coming through okay for everyone. You see, right now we have 6 drivers here. Sunday evening, Will Bartoli, the 01, 73 of Dave Martin, 12 of Andy Wilhite, 101 of Val Woodrick, 51 of Keith Chestnut, and the 55 of Ron Blackwell. And right now we are following the 01 of Will Bartoli as he prepares for his qualification attempt. Coming down the pit lane. So while these guys run their qualification laps, we will take a look at what we have going on here at StockCarSimRacing.com. StockCarSimRacing.com. We have racing just about every night of the week, except for Mondays and Thursdays. But the other nights we're racing. Tonight we're racing at Kentucky Motor Speedway. See some of the things coming up here in the league. We'll go over that in a few minutes. So again, watching Will Bartoli as he makes his qualification attempt. Give us a chance to check a few things here. Jump on board here with Val. Watch him as he makes his qualification attempts in the 101 car. Keith Chestnut, 51. Making his run here. Take a look out on the front of Keith Chestnut's car as he takes his car through the turn. So turn and then we have a trioval here at Kentucky. So interesting track this evening. It's flat. The turns 1 and 2 are 17 degrees banking. Turns 3 and 4 are at 14 degrees banking. Pretty much the rest of the track. Obviously, this back straight right here is pretty flat, but you see the turns are flat compared to some of these other tracks. But Cheslin's finishing up his qualification attempt, and congratulations to Will Bartoli for winning the pole here this evening at Eagle Creek, Kentucky Motor Speedway. So the 01 of Will Bartoli. Look at his car here. Well, maybe. There we go. Get down through the floor. See that 01. Looks like a LA Kings NHL team sponsor. So good look at his paint scheme. So it looks like our starting order will be the 01 of Will Bartoli on the pole. 73 of Dave Martin's going to start in the second position. 101 of Val Wutrick is going to start in the third position. 55 of Ron Blackwell starts fourth. The 12 of Andy Wilhite will start fifth. And the 51 of Keith Chestnut is in sixth position. Take a look and see what's coming up on Tuesday night here at StockCarSimRacing.com. The Next Level Racing Series Season 2, race number 2, will be at Pocono. So that's coming up on July the 11th here on Tuesday night. Wednesday night we'll be at Texas Motor Speedway with the Ironman Racing Series. That is a fixed setup with a tire rule. Very interesting series, so hope you can join us on Wednesday. Coming up this Friday, the High Octane Racing League Friday Night Series will be at New Hampshire. More short track and flat track style. 32 30-lap heat races followed by the 70-lap points race, and that's coming up on July 14th. So we're finishing up with qualification sessions here. We are in warm-up, so I can take that off. Everybody's just sort of getting things finalized before they turn laps here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Thank you for joining us this evening. All right, just a few minutes left here in warm-up session. This is TurnLeft TV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, bringing you the race tonight from Kentucky Motor Speedway. We call it Eagle Creek. It's the Men's Senior Racing League, Quaker State 135, Kentucky. It's going to be some high-speed, two-wide racing. Might come down to fuel mileage. Might come down to pit strategy. Yeah, we're just waiting on one driver to join us here as warm-up finishes, and I was playing around with camera views, taking a look at some guys' cars. All right, we're going to be taking the green flag here really shortly. So this is MSRL, StockCarSimRacing.com. All right. So welcome, race fans. Welcome to MSRL.
All right, all right, all right. Gentlemen, start your engine! All right.
All right, the command to start the engines and to do that the old-fashioned way. Really sorry for the lag there. Not sure what we got going on with that, but we'll get that worked out. Hopefully that's not me. We're not probably not going to be able to go live with this as much as we're hitching. All right. So sorry for the delay. That looked like trying to all right, looks like, yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to stream that live, and I think that might have been causing the little hitches there, but we've switched just to record this and be able to upload it, so appreciate it. Thank you for being patient. The second pace lap here. See Will Bartoli qualifies in the first position. The 73 of Dave Martin is second. 101 of Val Woodrick is in third position. 55 of Ron Blackwell is fourth. 12 of Andy Wilhite starts in the fifth position. The 51 of Keith Chestnut rounds out the top six. All right, pace cars in. Will Bartoli's going to lead the field here and take the green flag.
Green flag, go, go, go!
Here they come.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, you bunch of hot dogs!
All right, now we're out on the track and getting some laps in. We got 6 guys out here racing side by side. Lap 1. Right now, the 01 of Will Bartoli leads the field, followed closely by the 73 of Dave Martin. The 101 of Val is behind in third position. Andy Wilhite looking on the outside in fourth. Take a look at, I guess that'd be, sorry, that was Ron Blackwell. Behind him in fifth position. Ron Blackwell in the fourth position. Fine car. Sort of getting settled in there on that high side. Look out of the front of his car. Wilhite in that 8X machine working on the low side. So Andy Wilhite looking to take that position from the 55 of Ron Blackwell. So Ron is committed to the high side. Trying to save his tires. Just be a little patient there. The 55 of Ron Blackwell up in front of his car. And again, you see now the 51 going behind 51 of Keith Chestnut makes that pass. And Ron Blackwell just dropped to the back and going to save his tires for the long run. Right up here now with the 01 of Will Bartoli, who's led the entire way so far. Look at the back of his car, you see back behind him is the 73 of Dave Martin, followed by the 101 of Al Woodring. Bartoli continues to open up more of a lead here. Now he has a 0.3 of a second lead on the rest of the field, so that's increased to 0.4 on this lap. So now starting lap 6, Will Bartoli is starting to pull away from the field. Look at this battle for second position. Right now we're looking at the 73 car of Dave Martin as he runs second, 0.6 of a second off the lead. Taking it out of the back of his car. You can see Al Woodring just behind in the 101. About 0.3 of a second back behind the second place machine of Dave Martin. .73 of Dave Martin is starting to work that high side, and he's closed the gap on the 01. So Will Bartoli now has company here with Dave Martin breathing down his neck. That 73 car looks ahead at the race leader. See the different lines these guys are running. Dave Martin choosing to go on that low line through the tri-oval. The 01 and Will Bartoli chooses that high line, but they're running similar lines here through at least most of one out of two, just a little bit different lines. So let's see how that works out for him. His lap time, so right now we're at 0.3 of a second, so it looks like we had a little bobble there of Dave Martin coming into that turn, so that's costing a little bit of time, just a 10th. Back here, look at the 101 car. Val is just 1 second down off the leader. Solid race right now, 10 laps up. Running just behind him is the 12 car. Andy Wilhite, he's driving the 8X machine this evening. In fifth position is the 51 of Keith Chestnut. He is currently 4.8 seconds off the lead. Turning some laps here and hoping to get a good finish. Keep his car clean. So 51, Keith Chestnut, loving this racing machine. Get that Chevy working well tonight. Back here just biding his time is the 55 of Ron Blackwell. Currently 8.8 seconds off the lead. Ron may have seen that race the other night that we had at Kentucky that was Friday night, and that came down to a fuel mileage race. Very interesting ending to that race. So it was a battle back and forth all night long, but it came down to fuel mileage. Pretty good race there. Bartoli, sorry. Currently 0.8 of a second up on second place Dave Martin, so Will is starting to pull back away from the field. Out of the back of Will Bartoli's machine. An idea of what 0.8 of a second looks like on the track. So running behind him is the 73 of Dave Martin. You can see taking similar lines there through that turn. Then he turns to 3 and 4, and now they're crossing the start finish line through the tri-oval. So pretty similar lines here now later in the run. You do see that Dave Martin's dropped down to that lower line in turns 1 and 2. So, as we mentioned, turns 1 and 2 is 17 degrees of banking, and then turns 3 and 4 have 14 degrees of banking. Of course, you can't forget the tri-oval, though there is a slight bank to that tri-oval. Out the front of Will Bartoli's machine here. Take a look at we did the wrong way. Yeah, Will Bartoli is headless. See, that's not what we want to see when we want to see a guy driving a race car. Not real good with my camera manipulation during the race. Got a few things down, but it's tricky sometimes. Will Bartoli got a 1.096 second lead on the second place car of Dave Martin. Battle here on the track is between the 101 and the 12. Well, I got a little bit further away. They were both pretty close when I switched over. Looks like that's about a second. For the 101 of Val. Making his laps here. Running third. All laps in. Memory serves me correctly, if the fuel settings are the same as the other evening, then we should be expecting pit stops fairly soon. See what our settings are on. myself stuck here to scroll down through. Oh, I can't do it because it's not logged in as as me. Well, I tried to get through. Back to our main page there. I'm not sure what the fuel settings are on, but it's similar to the other night. As I was saying, you should be expecting pit stops fairly soon. If it's different, then it's likely to be a longer distance. We might go in the 40 lap range. Guess we'll just have to see. Right now we're following the 73 of Dave Martin. He makes his laps here, crossing the start and finish line fairly soon. So he's closing the distance on the 01 of Will Bartoli. So we're looking up in front of Dave Martin's car as he makes his laps, and you can see him work that wheel. He comes off of turn 2 into turn 3. 1.1 second down on the race leader of 01 of Will Bartoli. Here looking at Val Woodrick, the 101 car. He makes his laps. He's 3.9 seconds off the pace. Just hoping to have a solid run here, and I'll tell you, he is going to be making a pit stop, and just like anyone else, getting on and off pit road and gain you some valuable time. So you see he's now 3.6 seconds back, so he's continuing to chip away at that lead. So you can gain 2 or 3 seconds on the track by having a good pit entry, good pit exit, everything going smoothly, so I'm sure he's counting on that as well. Makes his laps here on lap 28. Here look at the 12 with Andy Wilhite. He's in the 8X paint scheme this evening. Currently running in the 4th position, 7 seconds back. Has to be thinking, hey, I want to make a pit stop here when we have to come in, take fuel and tires. Ron Blackwell and Keith Chestnut racing here, and Keith Chestnut has taken his pit stop. He's 2 laps down. Has fresh tires and goes by the 55 of Ron Blackwell, currently running 10 seconds down in 5th position. And then that 51 of Keith Chestnut again has made his pit stop. He's 2 laps down. So he's a little bit off sequence with these the rest of these drivers here. So he's just, of course, everything's going to work out, and probably be up back on the lead lap here once these guys start making pit stops. So he's just basically early pitted at 51 machine, currently running in the 6th position. So that leaves Will Bartoli is still roughly around a second. So Will Bartoli, Dave Martin running pretty much identical lap times. You see the last lap time, 30.859 for Will Bartoli, and then just 0.18 seconds back as Dave Martin. So they're running very similar lap times. And actually, just before that was the last lap, but that was 0.038, I believe. So 32 laps in, the front runners here, the top 5, none of those guys have come into the pits. Ron Blackwell makes a pass on the low Vandy wheel height. Take a look at that, hopefully. See 55 go by that 8X machine of Andy Wilhite. Moves his car up to the 4th position. About 34 laps in, going down the backstretch, continuing to lead the 73 by roughly a second. So the 101 car has made his pit stop here, so we're going to follow him as he makes his pit stop. So the 101 of Val is taking service here. You see he's getting right side tires. He pits his machine. It's the 101. Sorry, I didn't get a better camera angle for that, but the 101's now made his pit stop. He's coming back out on the track. So now we're getting word that the 73 car may be making a pit stop. So it looks like roughly 35, 36 laps in is when guys are going to start making pit stops. So another car to pay attention to is the 51 of Keith Chestnut. So once these guys come into the pits, you can see how that how much he's gained on the track by early pitting. So the 73 coming into the pits here on lap 36. And you can see just ahead is that 55 car, or that 01 of Will Bartoli. So the positions 1 and 2 pitting together. And again, we were looking at roughly a second, so it's going to be interesting to see what that spread will be once they come back out of the pits. We're watching the 73 and the 01, the 2 race leaders coming in and taking service. Looks like the 01's able to get his car out ahead of the 73 car. So the 38, the 01 of Will Bartoli has a little bit better pit stop, and he comes out in the lead compared to the 73 car. So Will Bartoli had the better pit stop of the 2. Sorry, I got a little tongue-tied. 55 for Ron Blackwell is currently our race leader, and he is yet to make a pit stop. So he is currently 1 lap up on everyone. Now, if you see that 51 car in 6th position, didn't gain a position on the track, but he is now back on that same lap with those guys who have come into the pits. Of course, Ron Blackwell is up a lap on everyone right now because he has not made a pit stop. So he's going to try to stretch his fuel here and follow a slightly different strategy. Take a look at that 01 and that 101 battling it out together. Guys running close together on the track. We can take a look at the back of the 01 machine. See that 101 of Val is running just behind there down the backstretch. You can also be able to see that 73 of Dave Martin running in the 4th position. Again, Ron Blackwell has yet to come into the pit, so he's 42 laps in. He's not at a pit stop yet. I suspect he's going to be coming in pretty soon. So the 55, I think he's coming into the pits here. He's making the pit stop. See those guys go by on the outside. That 101 of Val racing with the 01 of Will Bartoli. So Val Woodrick, Will Bartoli racing full position here. At the back of that 01 of Will Bartoli, you can see Val just behind, followed by Dave Martin there. So a pretty close battle on the track as Ron Blackwell makes his pit stop. So 55 is still taking service. So the 55 making his pit stop, coming back out on the track. Of Ron Blackwell and surrendered the lead to the 01 of Will Bartoli after making a pit stop. The good news for Ron Blackwell, being 17 seconds down right now, is that he is on fresh tires. So we're looking at roughly around 29 seconds around this point right now, and he is 18 seconds back, so he's got 10 seconds to sort of play with, and again, he is on fresh tires compared to the rest of the field. Right now we're following the 01 of Will Bartoli, who's back in the lead, and you can see there's a 1.4 second difference between he and the 73 of Dave Martin, who's running a third position. So Will Bartoli had a little bit better pit stop there than the 73. Take a look out the front of the 73 car, and you can see the 01 Val just ahead, and then also Will Bartoli. Numbered places 1 and 2 just ahead. Must have had some pretty good pit stop because he was roughly around 4 or 5 seconds back when he made that pit stop, and now he is just 0.6 of a second back. About a second off the lead, currently running in the second position. Race leader is 01 of Will Bartoli. He's pretty much led from the get-go. Here we are, 49 laps in. 01 lead the field. Will Bartoli leads the field. Second place is the 101 of Val Woodrick. Third place is that 73 car of Dave Martin. In fourth place is the 55 of Ron Blackwell. Remember, Ron had dropped in the back early on, sort of save his stuff there, and is probably thinking about fuel mileage. So he pitted considerably, about 10 laps or so after these lead guys 1 through 3 made their pit stops. So with a fifth place car, 12 with the wheel height. You see him again running that 8X machine this evening. One of the temporary cars here for new drivers. In the 6th position, again, he's on a little bit different pit strategy here, is the 51 of Keith Chestnut. So Keith has already come in for another pit stop now and finds himself now in 6th place with 3 laps down. So Will Bartoli has worked his way up to a 1.9 second lead on 2nd place. Val Woodruff. We're going to use this time here as things sort of get settled down. Use this time and talk a little bit about Next Level Racing Series coming up on Tuesday evening. They'll be at Pocono. It's a 3-round knockout qualifications for that particular series. So it's going to be an interesting event. That's coming up on Tuesday here at StockCarSimRacing.com. Take a look at this 2nd place battle that we have going on here. So Dave and Val, seems like Dave Martin has gotten around Val to go to 2nd position. So we're going to take a look at that pass. 73 car going on that low side and getting around the 101. Wasn't too much fight there, so guys are probably figuring, hey, we want to be here at the end of the race. We're not going to race too hard right now. You're faster than I am. I'm just going to let you go. So that's 73. Dave Martin taking over the 2nd position. Up on Wednesday evening, the Iron Man Racing Series will be at Texas Motor Speedway. There's going to be some high speed, 2-wide and 3-wide action at that track. And unique series has a tire rule. It's fixed setup like the remainder of the series, the other series here, but there's a tire rule, and that definitely adds a different mix to the racing. Guys on different strategies, so that's coming up on Wednesday. Currently watching the 01 of Will Bartoli as he has a 2.9 second lead on the 73 of Dave Martin. He's led most of the way. Took a solid pit stop. Took the lead early on. Actually qualified on the pole, so held that lead and been in command of this race from the onset. Take a look at these guys as they come by. Can't get cute here. Haven't seen that 8X car come by yet. Be coming by here shortly. 55, and then the 8X will be just behind him by 4 seconds. All right, so we're the 8X. Maybe Will Height, last car on the lead lap. So the 01 of Will Bartoli. He came in and roughly around lap 35, 36. So it'd be interesting to see what he does here, how far he pushes it. So we are approaching halfway in this race. 135 laps, we've gone 64. And according to my limited math skills as a science teacher, we are pretty darn close to halfway. 2.7-second lead on Dave Martin. We're not hearing anything about pit stops yet, so they've got probably a good 10 more laps or so before they start really thinking about what they're going to do as far as pit strategy. We've already seen Ron Blackwell be able to stretch his fuel, stretch his tires, and run extra laps, so he's on a slightly different strategy than the remainder of these guys. Coming up on Friday, the High Octane Racing League Friday Night Series will be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So some short track. It's really a short track, flat track. 2 30-lap heat races, and the top 2 finishers from those races determine the front row for the 70-lap points race. That's coming up on Friday. Hope to have you join us. Now I think we're halfway, a little over halfway. There we go. So Will Bartoli, our halfway point leader, and pretty much our whole point leader, except when made a pit stop. Surrendered the lead to Ron Blackwell, who was yellow flag. That definitely throws a wrench in the program. So a yellow flag comes out. Might be a planned caution. Not seeing anybody spin around. Go through the field here. I think everybody seems to be running pretty well, so this must be a planned caution. That didn't get communicated with the up here in the replay booth, but that gives us a chance to have a chat with Heath Chestnut, as he is our lucky dog. Go around and get his lap back, at least one of his laps. And seeing the lucky dog symbol. sure what happened there. I didn't get any word there was pit stop coming, but nonetheless, we got pit stops. 51 of Keith Chestnut gets his lap back. Bartoli leading the field. So competition yellow there halfway through. One to the 51 cars, he makes his pit stop. Not a comfortable camera angle. There we go. Take a look at Keith as he pits his car. Currently running in the 6th position. Hey Keith, you want to get a beverage? Alright, Chestnut taking service. Sorry, I got a little bored there. Can't figure out why my lucky dog symbol's not working. I don't get that. But we will use this opportunity to talk to the 51 car. Drag him up the stairs. All right, 51, Keith Chestnut, this Heath Johnson up here in the replay booth. How you doing tonight?
How you doing, Rob?
All right, well, you got a competition yellow and got one of your laps back, so good luck to you.
Yeah, thanks. We this is a new car, new chassis we got tonight, so we're real tight. First car of the race, coming out of the turn, so.
Green flag, go, go, go!
All right, keep your fingers on it there. Sorry to get you during the race.
Thanks, man.
All right, it was 51 and Keith Chestnut. Sorry, I forgot to see the lucky dog and pitted a lap later. We were short on caution laps. I thought we had one more. But when we talk to guys who are racing, you can see that 51 starting to make some moves here. Out the front of 51 cars windshield here. See, just ahead is that 73 of Dave Martin, running second when we had that yellow flag. So we got down on the apron and see the 51 is able to close the distance there. Bartoli continues to lead the field here on lap 74. Oh, you see the 55 car. The 55 car had some issues here. We'll have to take a look and see what happened to him. Look at this 55 car. Running third here before this car down pretty low, and he loses the back end of it, I believe, coming up. 55 here. We saw him catch his car, so take a look at the back end of it. Sierra does a great job of saving that car, so incredible save. And now you're looking at 55 drops back to the 5th position now. Car at 55. Will Bartoli just ran the fastest lap in the race, so that 01. Will Bartoli run the fastest lap. The 55 of Ron Blackwell in the 4th or 5th position. Figure out where I'm at. There we go. This is going to be a operation. Ron Blackwell. We saw him catch his car just a few laps ago. Get another look at that catch that he was able to do. So you see he's going to get that car a little bit loose and use the back end of it, and it bounces it up back onto the track. And those guys did an excellent job of taking some evasive action and missing that. Driver Ron Blackwell looking to recover here after having to catch his car. I don't know what that did to his tires, and I didn't see whether he actually made contact with that inside wall. So he actually had damage as well, but nonetheless, he went 1.5 seconds back to the leader. So the 01 of Will Bartoli continuing to lead the field on lap 79. Label either. I can't figure out why one of my labels is not working. My lucky dog one is not working, so I'll figure that out. I just created new one. Will, you're not the lucky dog. I'm just piddling. Well, Keith, I didn't get the lucky dog on you when you got the lucky dog, so figured out where that was. You need the lucky dog sign. There you go. My broadcast, I guess. A little slow. Currently running along with the one car Keith Chestnut. Sorry, I was messing here. So looking back up here at the 01 of Will Bartoli as he continues to lead. He now has a 1.4 second lead on Andy Wilhite. Andy Wilhite moving forward. You can look and see at the 8X machine as he's starting to beat Factor here late in the race. Goldmark good time there down low, so Andy Wilhite driving that temporary 8X machine is 12 on the grid. Making some laps here. They're in the 2nd position currently. 86 laps in. Ron Blackwell is also going around the 101 and down. Blackwell moving forward here, taking over the third position. Again, Ron was initially on a different pit strategy with the rest of these guys, but then that caution came out, practice caution, I guess it was a competition caution. He's probably thinking that, okay, you know, I know that's coming. I didn't know it was coming. With Ron Blackwell a bit later. That may be his strategy going forward. First place car is a 73 of Dave Martin. Out the back of Dave Martin's machine. You can see now back there in the pit position. Dave Martin was able to take over that position several laps ago, so that pass. Now we're following the 73 cars. He makes his laps. 101 hasn't given up the fight, so that battle is tightening up there, and you can see Ron Blackwell just ahead, so this is a good battle to watch on the track. So these guys are all running together here, so late stages of the race. These guys are starting to battle pretty hard. Track position is everything. You see the 73 car starting to look low on the 55. 55 is going to let him go, and he may actually let that 101 car go as well. Take a look at that pass there between the 101 and the 55. So the 101 following the 73 car through, and it gets a little close there between the 55 coming off that turn through the trioval. So right now we're watching the 73 of Dave Martin. Looking ahead here, you can see just crossing the start-finish line with Will Bartoli. 3.1 seconds up on Dave Martin. Dave is just behind the 12 machine and wheel height. See Dave Martin gets that car below that yellow line there, 2 tires below the yellow line, as they get a good run off the turn. So slightly different lines here, definitely going through this turn. Dave Martin going to make that pass on the 8X in the wheel height. One of Val's going to also follow him through. Keeping out the back of the 101 car. Wheel height drops back there. We're near the 01 might be coming in to make a pit stop. So on lap 93, the 01 of Will Bartoli coming into the pits. He's figuring this is going to be my last pit stop here. I'll be able to go the rest of the way. And I think he may be clutching that car. So it sounds like he may be clutching his car as he goes into the pits. I'm not sure what the motivation is for that. Maybe we're just getting a signal issue, but he's going to top off with fuel here. Taking right side tires, taking 4 tires here, so Will Bartoli, lap 95, making a pit stop. Now that 01 car is going to come back out on the track, and tell you what, right now he is just hoping there is not a yellow flag. So he's pitted earlier than the rest of these guys, and he is just praying that there is not a yellow flag. Right now he is 1 lap down. Running in the 4th position. So the race leader is the 73 of Dave Martin. He's followed by the 101 of Val Woodrick. These guys have yet to make a pit stop. They're running on a little bit older tires than Will Bartoli. He is definitely on a different strategy than our two front runners right now. It's going to be interesting to see how that strategy plays out. So these two guys are running right next to each other here on the track. 4/10 of a second separating the two. Ahead, and we've got a clear racetrack ahead of the 73 car, so no lap cars to deal with, and he's got clear racetrack, no dirty air. Just behind is that 101 of Val Woodrick. 6/10 of a second back, so the 73 car is a little bit faster here in the later portions of this run. Lap 100, 73 still not made a pit stop. Here we know that the 73 and the 101 need to make a pit stop. And I would assume that that 12 with Andy Wilhite also needs to come into the pits. Take a look at that 8X machine right now. 12 on the grid, Andy Wilhite making his pit stop here. So lap 101, Andy Wilhite is going to make his final pit stop, assuming this race goes green. Dave Martin continues to lead the way. He's got and that lead has shrank considerably. So the 101, Val Woodrick is starting to make some noise there in the late stages of this run. 73, we're here in the 73, maybe making a pit stop. So these guys, it'll be interesting to see if Dave and Val come in here together. What that strategy is going to be. So it doesn't look like it looks like the 73 is going to make his pit stop, and the 101 is going to need some laps. So the 73 car, Dave Martin making his pit stop here, final one of the evening. That hands over the lead to the 101 of Val Woodrick. Still needs to make a pit stop. So Dave Martin is in the pits. Should be coming out of the pits, I think, now. Hands over the second place to Will Bartoli. You see the 101 still needs to make a pit stop, and now that 01 has unlapped himself. So Will Bartoli now makes that pass. So the 101 of Val Woodrick is making his pit stop. This is the final pit stop. He just was passed by Will Bartoli, who had gotten his lap back. So now Would be interesting to see how this strategy plays out. So the 101 of Val's making his pit stop on lap 104, 105. Kind of get an idea here. We'll see if these this guy Will Bartoli goes around. You can see Will Bartoli just passes the start-finish line now, takes back over the lead. So 101 in the pits here, taking service on lap 105. Now we're following the 01 car here. 30 laps to go. 3.9 seconds up on the 55 of Ron Blackwell. Now we're going to look out the front of the 01 car to see if we can't see. Nope, that's too far ahead. I was trying to figure out another about 10 seconds from going a lap down. So 18, 19 seconds back. So that's roughly around 10 seconds from going a lap down. So we can't see them in the view. But I was looking for that 101 and the 12 machine. So remember, the 101 pitted late. He's got fresh tires. So it'll be interesting to see how that changes there. Right now he's 18.2 seconds back to this 01 car of Will Bartoli. Does he have enough time to make up that position? That amount of time on the tracks is 17.8 seconds. So roughly, we're looking at about roughly a second a lap. Does he have enough time to make up that ground? So the car to watch right now on the track is the 101, I believe, as he continues to chip away at that lead. We can't forget that the 101, Val has to get by Ron Blackwell as well in the remaining laps of this race. So he's continuing to chip away at the lead of 01 of Will Bartoli, who is out to a pretty comfortable lead of 16.3 seconds. But just a few laps ago, that was 18.5 seconds. See that lead now drops down to below 16. Now it's gone back up there just a little bit. There you go, 15.4 seconds. So that 101 car continuing to chip away. Ron Blackwell has come into the pits to make his final pit stop here. So the 55, our second place car, is making his final pit stop of the evening. So right now we're following the 01 of Will Bartoli. He continues to lead the race with a 14.9 second lead with, we got 14 laps to go. 24 laps to go, sorry. I told you I had limited math skills. So right now that lead seems to be holding pretty steady there at the 14.9 second range. Take a look at StockCarSimRacing.com. They lost all these races when we're at Sunday night here in Kentucky with the Men's Senior Racing League. Tuesday night's the Next Level Racing Series. Jump back there. Next Level Racing Series. Now we're at looking at the Ironman Racing Series banner. But more importantly, I just kind of wanted to look through some of this. Didn't need to move that around, right? Look through some of this. See a little bit about FCR there, the history of Stock Car Sim Racing. Scroll down through all the leagues we've got here. We've got Wednesday fix-ups is the detail about the leagues. Friday and Saturday's information with the High Octane Racing League, first time men's senior racing league. We've got the Oceania, NASCAR League, and that's broadcast from Australia, hosted from Australia. Don't have the Next Level Racing guys up here yet. I'm sure we're going to be getting them pretty soon. It's a download section here, special events once in a while, so keep you abreast on what's going on with special events. There's 4 special events that we host. Big races, big races. Little calendar here, check what's coming up. Of course, the forum. I'm not logged in, so you can't see any of that chatter that's going on there, but we encourage everybody to visit the page often. You can check on point standings here, click on race results, you can see all the standings there. Back here, get back to the got stuck on that now, so I'm not supposed to operate the browser from within the program. Broadcast software, so got that A1 of Will Bartoli. You can see, since we've been away, up on the left-hand side there on that tower, that lead has dropped down to 12.9 seconds, but is that enough? So you're looking at roughly 18 laps. Does he have enough time to be able to run down the 01 car? A Val now 13.1 seconds back, so this is the car to watch here in the closing laps to see if he can run down that 01 car. Having a good race here is the 12 of Andy Wilhite driving the 8X machine tonight. Still running on the lead lap, 3.2 seconds back. 4th place car is 73. Dave Martin just made a pass on 01 to unlap himself. So 73 car back on the lead lap, 4th position. 55 of Ron Blackwell. Remember, he was a guy who was looking at late pitting. That first round of pit stops, he really stretched his fuel, stretched his tires, and pitted late. And of course we have the competition caution. Now we're following along with Ron as he runs in the 5th position, 1 lap down. 6th position is the 51 car, that AC Delco Chevy of Keith Chestnut. See that look out the front of that Kinley, North Carolina native, out the front of his machine right now. So he works on the high side of the 73 car. So we start to work that high side, see how that works on the committed to the high side through the tri-oval. Stay off that wall there. That always scares me when I get up on that high side, especially through the tri-oval. That wall comes up a lot quicker than you think it does. So you see just ahead of Heath is the 8X. This is down low, running on that yellow line, letting those 2 guys go by. The 73 of Dave Martin was just ahead. Heath getting up there way up high in that through that tri-oval. See, that helps him through the turn there. He's able to get a pretty decent run through the turn, running the high side. Backs off there, not pressing the issue too much. Pressing the issue, the 01 is going to start thinking about 10 seconds back is Val in that 101 car. So here we are 12 laps from the end. And he's continuing to chip away at the lead. Jump back here with 101, Val Woodridge. Again, less than 10 seconds now, so he's down to 9.8 seconds, so he's continuing to move forward. Does he have enough time? There's neither one of these guys, I think, want to see the caution flag come out, so he's 10 seconds back, and maybe he does. But I would be thinking, hey, you know, right now I'm chipping away at the lead. I'm not going to worry about caution flags. I'm just going to run it down. So it'll be interesting closing laps of this race. 10 laps to go. How much time he's able to chip away. And as they say in racing, it's one thing to catch me, but you got to pass me too. So I'm sure the 01 of Will Bartoli is going to be making his car extra wide here in the last 9-10 laps of this race. I tell you, the other thing to think about is catching some lap traffic at the wrong place. Also getting up into the walls, we saw earlier with the 51 car, and then maybe losing the back end of it. So as these tires wear out, you got to find different lines to run. You can kind of get an idea, is the 01 pedaling the gas at different places where he wouldn't normally do it, running older tires here. So you see him drift up, kind of diming that corner off a little bit. And now he's going to come down the back straight as he has a 7.7 second lead. So you see here he pedal the gas and he gets down on below that yellow line. Again, diamonding the corner. Go down that straightaway into, and we don't really call that a straightaway, the tri-oval into turn 1. That lead is down to 7.1 seconds. 7 laps to go. So I tell you what, the 101 is cutting off maybe just a shad under 1 second a lap. So now we start lap 129. And the last thing that the 01 car wants to see is a yellow flag. You can see that he kind of pedaled the gas there. He kind of got out of the gas. The other thing to think about is that 55 car who is 1 lap down, but I believe, if I was looking at my screen correctly, look out the front of his car, you can see the 01 of Will Bartoli just ahead. So the 55 has a lot fresher tires and he's catching him. And passing him may actually cause him to slow down a little bit and enable Val to close the gap even more. So you see the 55 of Ron Blackwell running in the 4th position, 1 lap down, is catching the leader in the closing laps of this race. So that may actually impact the race between the 01 and the 101 as they start to tighten up here in the closing laps. 5.3 second gap between first and second. And now in the picture, you can look out the back of Will Bartoli's car, and you can see Ron Blackwell, who is in 4th position just behind. And going about halfway through the turn, coming off the turn 4, you can see that 101 car with 0.9 seconds back. Again, Ron Blackwell going to make this pass here. It's going to be interesting to see if the 55 car makes this pass on Will Bartoli, if that's going to slow him down. Right now, the lead is 4.8 seconds. Now we're going to see here in the closing laps, did that affect him and allow the 101 car to close the gap even more. So now down to 4.2 seconds. So it looks like the 01 car, barring any catastrophe here, may have enough to be able to hold on for the win. One little bobble here, one little smash of the wall, catching a lap car in the wrong spot can cost you an enormous amount of time on the track. So I'm sure he's Looking, got one eye on the road, one eye on the mirror, both hands on the wheel. Will Bartoli, our Lancaster, California native, leading here with just a few laps to go. He is up to 3.6 seconds, or stays at 3.6 seconds. Will Bartoli crosses the start-finish line for the last lap. So the Team MSRL machine of Will Bartoli, sponsored by the Los Angeles Kings. Looks like he might be on his way to victory. Rounds turn 4. Will Bartoli working his way through the trioval here, approaching the start-finish line, and Will Bartoli is going to win this race. Congratulations to Will Bartoli. Coming in second is Val Woodrick in the 101. The 101 finishes second. Watch the 73 car as he makes his finish. 73 car finishing third here. Comes off of turn 4. In the 4th position is the 55 of Ron Blackwell. In the 5th position is Andy Wilhite. We've already pulled his machine in. 51 of Keith Chestnut finishes in the 6th position. So that 01 of Will Bartoli finishes first. So congratulations to Will. Give us just a minute here. We'll collect our thoughts, see if we can get a word with Will Bartoli, our winner of our race. All right, we're going to get a word with Will Bartoli, our race winner, for the Men's Senior Racing League here at Kentucky. All right, Will Bartoli, so congratulations. Welcome to the broadcast booth, and congratulations on your win here tonight at Kentucky. Tell us a little bit about the race.
Wow, thank you very much. Yeah, what a race. My car was on a rail tonight. Everything was just perfect. Tire wear, everything just felt good. It was a good race.
Yeah, it looked like you also had very solid pit stops. So can you talk a little bit about the importance of getting in and off pit lane?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially getting off pit lane means everything. One mistake and you lose seconds.
Yeah, it looks like the 101, Val was cutting into that lead there, just ran out of laps. So you guys were on slightly different pit strategies. So is that something we normally see here, guys pitting at different times in this league?
Yeah. A lot of times we do the race backwards. So trying to go on fuel strategies, and I thought it was going to catch me on this one because I really did think he was going to catch up to me.
Well, you ran a virtually flawless race. It was an awesome race to watch. What's the plan here coming up with some of the other leagues? Are you running in those as well?
At this time, I am not. I'm thinking about it, but right now I just run on this league on Sunday nights.
All right. Talk a little bit about some of these guys that you run with here in this league.
Oh, it's a good group. Clean racing, and you don't get a lot of dirty stuff going on. And it's a good group of guys to race with.
So next on the docket there looks to be New Hampshire. So how's your car going to be at New Hampshire?
It should be pretty good. That's another track that I run pretty good at.
All right. Well, hey, good luck and congratulations again. And thanks for joining us up here in the broadcast booth.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. That is Will Bartoli, our race winner. So congratulations to Will. And that concludes our broadcast. We're going to thank you for joining TurnLeft TV. And we will see you next time.